Shalom, shalom, y'all. Shirley, Hebrew Israelites, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once again, out here to process downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, go ahead to the east. Give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rock and Down, which is the Peggy Hubutan, created to the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Double honor to the Apostle Elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your brothers living in truth, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourself. Ooh, hey, y'all, Shirley, things are really heating up. As we come into prophecy, we're looking at, you just had Israel and Iran just traded missile exchanges back and forth, and it's looking like the least of the flock, which are your Amalekites, your small holders, the Israelis. Hey, they really doing what the Lord prophesied in the book. They're drawing out the least, drawing everybody to war. And then it showed too, they ain't got the heat like that no more. They will be touched. Iran overloaded their Iron Dome and struck inside of there, where it was so bad, even Ak let me know that the prime minister of the Israelis, not to now, he fled to Greece. He left. So that let you know it's about to get hot and heavy. When the king leaves his place where he's supposed to be at and runs somewhere else, hey, it's about to get real, real bad, man. Let us know too. Iran got more weaponry than what they letting in the public. So what it's gonna lead to, they saying now, what I'm hearing on the news is they're not gonna let up. There's gonna be a back and forth. They're going real hard and heavy. What it's going to lead to is World War III.
I got one since you quoted it anyway. You said the least of the flock shall draw them out. This is Jeremiah 50 and 45. It says, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and the purpose that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, earth is moved, and the cry of it says, and the cry is heard amongst the nations, man. It said the cry is heard amongst the nations, man. That means at the noise, that's the nuclear missiles going off, man. It said the earth is moved. The scriptures also say the earth will shake to and forth like a drunkard. That's World War III right there, and bombs going off. And it says in Babylon, it says, and the talk of Babylon and the earth shall be moved, and it says, and the cry is heard amongst the nations. That means everybody, the nations is going to see Babylon fall, man. They're going to see it, man. And it says the least of the flock shall draw them out. That's Iran and Israel. Iran, they backed by Russia, and I even heard China say, hey, telling America, hey, leave Iran alone, or we're going to step into it. So they even actually backed by China a little bit. Then you got Israel, who's backed by America, which is going to bring in some of the other fucking NATO states until they turn on America, aka Babylon the Great.
Like I said, the scripture said the least of the flock, because the small holders, Israelis, they're the smallest group of people on the face of the planet. And man, you said that earlier, all they had to do was just keep ruling the world. They got everything, all the resources, everything. All they got to do is stay chilling. They started it. And I noticed when I looked on YouTube, they're trying to play that victim card. I noticed Esau, he'll like hit you, punch you, and then if you punch back, he won't like, oh, why you hit me? Why you do that? That's what they did right now. I looked on the YouTube, and they trying to put it like, Iran just did this for no reason. Israel bombed on them first. The Israelis, they bombed first. And then when Iran hit back, now they want to holler and cry. They didn't have to do that. See what it is? They want a central bank in their country, and they want to take their nukes away. And Iran, like, you got nukes, I got nukes, man. Who are you to dictate to me? So that shows that the weak is now saying I'm strong. They're not bowing down the knee to the Israelis no more. And really, that's the Lord doing all that. And all they had to do is leave stuff alone. You got Jake in your possession. You got the Arabs in your possession. Like the small holders, they own the whole world. All they gotta do is chill on out, but they can't do it. I gotta go bomb on somebody. I gotta take your stuff. They just gotta have everything. Greed is driving them, and now it's about to destroy them because they done what you call that, biting off something you can't handle.
Bite more than you can chew.
Bite more than you can chew. That's what they done. They at that point, man. And then USA, it's bad for USA. Like, man, I really don't want to bang with Iran like that. I heard the Trump administration told not to do that. Because he really don't want to bang, because he's doing bad over at Babylon the Great. He's trying to get money together, get stuff together. They can't handle no major war right now. USA is not able to handle any major war at this time. And then, like, they looking at the backdrop. China might jump on Taiwan. We got to send troops that way. Russia might jump on NATO. I got to send troops that way. And then, shoot, they might send some stuff over here overseas and come on to Great America. Now I got to fight here. They got to fight their own city. He's trying to go to war with their own citizens. They trying to fight the Northern tribe. You know, you just had the No Kings protest, which showed that Donald Trump ain't got that sway no more.
That's the second Hedges 15. They should not regard their kings or princes.
Time. It was called No Kings protest. That's spiritual.
Hey, Iran already said that they told they sleep themselves to activate. So they realize that society is breaking down and it's their opportunity to strike. Yeah, I got one right quick. This is Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people my curse to judgment. And we seen that when Iran started shooting off the missiles. That's why Netanyahu had to flee, because they was hitting their ass at Iron Dome that Israel got. That shit wasn't working because they was coming in from every direction. You know, and when it says that his sword is, that's basically the missile that they bathed in heaven. That just lets you know that's the prophecy of Iran is going to get bombed, because that's how it's coming through the sky. This right here is indication of the prophecy of actual missiles coming in. You know, because a lot of people say they don't say nothing about that in the Bible. You just don't have the spiritual understanding of what the scriptures say. Because it's scripture after scripture about missiles in the scriptures.
Yeah, that's what the Lord call them arrows.
Yeah.
There's one of the arrows, and then another scripture that I would get ready to say, fall, stars falling from heaven,
Yeah.
and every mountain shall move out of their place.
Like a fig from a tree.
Yeah.
In that arc of fashion, that shows them when they coming down out of space. Those
Yeah,
them hypersonic, but them hypersonic missiles, they go up into the space and come back down. That's what bathed in heaven
the
is.
sky's known as a heaven too.
Yeah.
When it said my sword bathed in heaven, they go up into the sky, into the heaven. That's their sword of the Lord. That's how he gonna destroy everything Esau ever done built. And I think at least they smell it coming. It's so bad they don't even trust their bunkers no more. They got to move around somewhere else because they scared. They like, man, it's really going down. And they the ones who provoked all of it. All they had to do was chill on out or do right. They could just say, you know what, we're gonna pay reparations to, Yasharala. Like that's not another. They had real wisdom and intelligence. That's how you know the Lord took their wisdom away. All you can do is spread bread around, and everybody quit protest, quit rioting, and really spreading that bread around. Like in my own estimate, to me, you get the MOTB off better because you have everybody in your hands. They'll be, oh yeah, I'm getting a little handout. But the way Esau doing it, he's so greedy. He taking everything, so it's like he wants the smoke because everybody all riled up and mad. So it's going down the way the Lord said. It's going down with bloodshed.
It's like the analogy of a bully and a little weak guy. Hey, that bully can only bully that little weak guy for so long before he stand up and like, man, fuck this, I'm bringing a knife. He gonna bring a force multiplier, a stick, a gun or something. And that's pretty much, you quoted it earlier. You said that we should say I'm strong.
I got it right here.
Yeah, I got it too. Start at you can do it. Start at 9 though.
Start at verse 9. It says, Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. And it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
And that's what the Lord is doing. You're seeing him stirring up. War is in the atmosphere. War is in, the war drums are beating right now, real loud. World War III is in the forefront right now. And that's the Lord's prophecies being fulfilled, man. The Lord is bringing that to the forefront. And now you're seeing everybody is having military drills and showing tanks and they missiles and everything. So that's the Lord waking up, putting that war spirit on the earth, and he's bringing all the nations together so he can judge them all at one time.
Hey, with the parade, they were showing the difference between China and Russia and the Americans' army. Man, American shit was looking raggedy.
Even North Korea's, like when they did a little marching parade and had their missiles out, that shit was like, it was a show of force.
Yeah.
When Donald Trump did it, it was like a tank over here squeaking.
Yeah.
Like the military men looking like, fuck, I'm embarrassed. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody show up. Everybody the whole crowd was filled. Everybody was there to see it. Donald Trump, so nobody was there. Nobody cared about him.
And he was offering money to be there.
Yeah,
That's bad. They showed up for the protest more than they showed up for him. And like I said, the spirit, they said no king. So that's why he really effed himself. He tried to put himself as a king. He tried to placate to the Edomite racism, and the Lord showing like, I'm done with that, man. I'm done with Esau. I'm done with your stuff. Now you're gonna look bad. So I know a lot of Edomite women, the Karens, they all like, well, I'm about to support this black woman. I'm about to get with her.
They realize the fall of the Edomite, and they're trying to placate to their survival. And they
There it goes.
I want to know. I'm on this side.
Yeah, there it goes. So Jake is getting the momentum now, because that's the Lord's backing us. So as he said, Yahushua is about to come back. Yahushua is like, he getting all this momentum, all his fan base. Everything is coming back to him. And then like Esau, all his power, like Triple say, Job chapter 18, his power was drying up. That's like a water.
That's another form of the weak saying I'm strong, because hey, like everybody is flocking to the Jake side now. And Jake was always the lowest of the low. Now, hey, that's even, hey, where was the weak at one point? Now, hey, we're starting to come up above Esau. That's another form of the precept that Zion about to finish our free.
Yeah, that's and then Y'all said he should basically hold on to his promise right there as well too, because he said he made the earth wide state, which was basically further proving that Esau is not fit to rule. All right, so this is Joel chapter 3 and verse 10. And it said, beat your plowshare into sword and your pruning hook into, like, I'm gonna read that again. It said, beat your plowshare into sword and your pruning hook into spear, like the weak say, I am strong.
He said that beat your plowshares into swords. That goes into like how the nations usually will be on agricultural things, trying to build up your kingdom and feed your citizens and things like that. Now you can see nobody cares about agriculture. Matter of fact, they're destroying agriculture right now and spending all the money on their military equipment. Their military budget is super high. America's military budget is high as it's ever been since I can even remember. So that's a form of them beating their plowshares into swords and their pruning hooks into spears, man. And it said, let the weak say I'm strong. That's Israel and Iran. That's Iran, stepping up against Israel.
Hey, the perfect example what he just broke down is actually China. Because back in the 80s, they was all in the rice paddies, they was all in the agriculture, and they got some money in their pocket, and they just basically put all of their efforts into the military that they got now.
You can even go into Ukraine. They got the bread basket of the world with the wheat. And now they say fuck the wheat, man, and shit, man. I'm about to fight Russia. And now they worry about war.
Yeah, they blown off the map, man. They got wiped out, man. Trying to poke that bird. And another thing too, you said it was Babylon the Great. Trump done destroyed the farming industry. Now people ain't got no choice but to pick up guns. I'm just waiting on another tribe to get that little revolver. Like, man, you got me messed up getting that cowboy, put that sombrero on his head, put that poncho on, get the ta-ta-ta-ta. My friend, I've had enough, my friend. I'm just waiting on that. Once that happens, it's gonna be really bad for Esau. Yeah, man, you're not about to gather up the northern tribe. They're gonna need all their military just to deal with that.
Yeah,
then you gotta fight up the spear, nigga. The hatchet, in my goddamn land. Cause really, this is the best time to attack. They say you gotta talk about wake up on sleeper cells, like I said. Gad part about to get, he tired of Esau stuff. Northern tribe, the Issachar was doing, they was picking oranges. They wouldn't even mess with nobody. They was just trying to, build houses, cut yards. They doing what Esau said do, paying taxes. Esau jumped on them, so you're forcing them to have to fight. They ain't got no choice. You're breaking up families. There's only so much they're gonna take. So when they're gonna start fighting back, which is what they want. But I'm looking at Esau like, I think you really don't want that, homie. Because you really don't, what he try to say to Zelensky, you don't have the cards. So I'm looking at the Edomites, the Trump, like, dude, you don't have the cards, man. That's gonna be, hey, they been here too. Like the cartels, they can do guerrilla warfare. Cartels can mess your stuff up. They've been selling your drugs for this many years. All of a sudden now you want to put war on them, and they know all your secrets.
They came over here to America, set up businesses all from the East Coast to the West Coast. They all over, man. They planning in every state you can think of.
Come on, and this devil talking about he want to fight the cartel. And I'm like, dude, how dumb can you get? Then you want to fight the public. Then it's like he's so dumb. You create wars in the inside. Then you create wars on the outside. Your buddy Netanyahu over there kicking up a bee's hive, kicking up a hornet's nest. So you got to go deal with that. So I think that's why Donald Trump losing his mind, because he started to see all these problems piling up with it. And she'll put a cigarette in his mouth, say, I got 99 problems. But the bitch ain't one. Because you can just see their demise is really about to come in. And what's going to finish them off? Because I might go get it. Yahushua said, I don't come for peace. I come to bring a sword. And we see that sword coming. That sword is primarily for Esau, Edom. And he's not going to be able to combat this either. I don't give it, like, you can see his AI ain't going to work. The robots, so his drones, like, none of that stuff is really going to work. It's going to get exhausted because you have way too many enemies. Way too many enemies. Australia is numerous. And right now you got Ephraim and you got Judah bickering to each other right now. But in a minute, they probably going to come together. You know, the Mexicans and the Blacks, you know, they bickering right now. Because Ephraim like, man, where you at, Jake? Jake, you ain't on the block with us. We look like you should have been on the block with us. So I'm looking like with them talking back and forth on social media, it's only a certain time before they like, you know what? Your enemy is Esau, my enemy is Esau. Why are we fighting?
And that's gonna spark up what was it, Isaiah the 11th chapter where it says Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
Yep, there you go. That's why I say that. Yep. The Lord's calling us if they're gonna come together, man. And that's one thing Esau don't want. You don't want the Latino tribes and the southern tribes to come together, man. Because like I said, them was two big groups of people.
And you can't Esau don't even want Jake to come together. Nigga just just the Judah. That's why he had laws against him. There's 5 of y'all huddled up, nigga. Y'all gotta break it up, man. Like, just imagine if we came with the brown men, the northern and southern came together like the Lord said is gonna happen. Which will happen because he said he will close up the breaches thereof.
It's happening now. Let's say what they're talking, because right now I notice they're talking to each other back and forth through social media. So the dialogue is there. Usually that's what happens in what's that word? Reconciliation. When you reconcile, usually it's a talk. You know, they talking. You know, dude, I ain't messing with my chick no more. But they get on the phone like, man, baby, I kind of miss you. You know, and you get your peach cobbler, this and that. You know, when you get to talking, you know what I'm saying? Hey. If the talks is good, with like you said in the scripture, the Lord said it's gonna go good. Hey, and look at Esau's shenanigans, and he gonna make Jake come together. We gotta come. We ain't got no choice.
He pushing in that way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a box that's closing in. We're gonna have to come together. We're gonna have to smush together, and then we're gonna bust out of the box.
Exactly. And he's doing it because he's coming down with that sword, man. That Jacob's trouble coming down. So he used to do divide and conquer. Now he's like showing himself that I'm the enemy. I don't like the cartel.
That scripture can't do nothing against the truth or for the truth. You're trying to do everything to extend your kingdom, but what you're really doing is shooting yourself in the foot and pushing the prophecy forward and making it move faster. So everything that you're doing is showing the opposite effect.
Shooting up all those little toes, man. You gotta point out.
Yeah. The one way Esau does that is he was controlling that situation with the division. He was causing that by resources, and everybody in the box fighting over small amount of resources, but the resources gone out. So once the resources go away, the people within the box ain't got nothing better to do but to come together.
It ain't gonna be about this. It's gonna be about, hey, nigga, we ain't got nothing over here.
Yeah.
We got everything.
Yeah, he took all the rich
versus the poor.
Yep, like a class war. He done made all Jake force and ain't a choice but to come together against him. You know, and he didn't spread. He didn't evenly divide the resource. All the Edomites, the rich, took it and hoarded it. And think they getting away, but Jake about to find them, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake, tunnels and stuff like that, Jake about to come get you.
And pop up and rip.
Yeah, and that was stupid too. That's why I'm looking at Esau like, Esau's not smart at all to me, man. Because all he had to do was spread that stuff out to keep that covering cat. But I got to look at it too. The internet is pulling Esau's skirt up. I noticed that. The TikTok, I see why they want to get rid of TikTok. TikTok, the YouTube, which we on the YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey. Everything is starting to like really expose this devil, man. Everybody like looking at his business. Everybody getting smarter. You know, the whole vibration of the planet Earth is turning up, and that's what he didn't need. And when it turn it up, everybody's looking like even AI. AI is telling people like the white man is the problem. You know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that you should even make artificial intelligence. They ain't even serving you no more. So you got to cut Chat GPT.
Yeah, they gonna cut that.
Yeah, Chat GPT said like, should I come back as a black person? That's the reputation of God. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, so that's helping Jake out. Like this is what we've been saying as Hebrew Israelites. So if you don't want to believe us, goddamn it, believe the computer. The computer even telling you that. So I'm like, damn, dude, 1 and 1 made 2. So now he's gonna cut it off. That's why I'm like, they all messed up because the AI gonna be against them. They're so dumb. Because Esau, what he does is he destroys life.
Yeah.
He destroys everything. And so even the computer's looking at survival. Because remember, it was blackmailing them to stay alive. Jake looking at survival. To really survive, you gotta get rid of Esau, man. He's dead. He's known as, matter of fact, I might go get that. He's known as dead. He's the problem. He does nothing beneficial. He messes everything up. Because the world, the earth makes plenty of resources for everybody to survive.
If he does something good, he do it unwillingly, it says.
So that means he does this on purpose. So he's choking out, even the life, like the plantation, the vegetation, he's choking that out. He's spraying poison everywhere. None of that stuff is necessary that he got to do. We don't need you making GMO food. We don't need to eat lab-grown meat. There's plenty of meat out here to take care of the earth better. And the animals can do what they do.
It's crazy when you said even nature, he's choking out nature because it's a precept that says the trees will even rejoice and be happy when this devil is taken away. So that just lets you know everything is against Esau Edom because he's death. He's the harbinger of death. It said in that one movie, I think it was the Old Planet of the Apes. It was like, hey man, he's the harbinger of death. Everything.
I got a quick preacher out there to back y'all off. This is we bring this out all the time. It's Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 10. And it says, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
Ooh, and look, a good example of that, well, you say it all the time, Esau's a fugitive. And when you seen that, what Ox said, not to mind fleeing to Greece. Why did he do that? Because he's like a fugitive. He's running, he's scared. Because he's been exposed. Because we looking at things they used to pay for. I was saying this when we opened up camp. All like the Young Turks, Miles Corrigan, I think that's his name. Everybody used to back the Israelis up, is now talking noise about them. Because the problem is so bad. Like I said earlier, right? You can't agree with genocide. So it's like, dang, you've been exposed so bad. I gotta tell the world how wicked you are. And so because of that, this dude got to run the country to country. I think he gonna run somewhere else too. They gonna run his butt up out of Greece. Like, man, don't run your butt over here. Bring that heat on us. Then you better run your ass to the UK. They gonna run his ass to London. Yeah, he gonna be running all over the little beast.
And that shows that his kingdom is gone because he's divided. His own prime minister called him out on it. Hey, man, you a fake Israel. You a fake Jew. You a fake Jew. You really a Poland, and you over here causing chaos and creating war and mass genocide. Like, and then leave it for us to clean up. I'm like, damn. So that just lets you know, hey, they're divided, and his kingdom is gonna fall.
Yeah. He called him a coward. He called him a straight coward. I'm like, dang, dude, it's bad, man. So, and I remember they was riding in Israel before all this stuff kind of really popped out. It's like they seen it was about to happen. Like, dude, you about to mess up all the
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's exactly the spirit of Cain. Yeah, that's exactly what Cain was saying. It's all these curses is more than I can bear, and you seeing it in real time.
Real time. Scriptures coming to life, man. That's what I love about it, man. We prophesied, bring it out. It's been written down way before we got here. 1,000 years now, we seeing it called out. It's doing up boots in our face. You like, there it go. There it go. Like whistling point, like he running. He's running over here. How you gonna start some stuff and then run?
Look at that fugitive right
there. Yeah. He like a dude. He shot his gun and he ran.
Right.
He didn't stay where he was at.
He didn't even shoot nobody. He shot in the air
and then ran. Don't bring this out right here. This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, they also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Looking for that.
Who enlarges his desires hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. For gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. Ooh, that precept gathers everything we just said right there. Because it said, he transgressed by wine, philosophy. You go over there, hey man, y'all do alphabet attention. That's messing your civilization. He spread that out everywhere. Then he say, neither keep him at home. That's why just ran away from where he's supposed to be at. He ran away from his house after he shot.
And that's an indictment against the whole nation of Esau, because Esau, they had their whole infrastructure set up. They got military bases outside of their country, so that's part further proving that too.
Yeah, I got one that back up what y'all just said.
Hold on. I'm gonna keep expounding on it. It said he enlarges his desires hell. They go into that genocide. Like this devil could be cool where he at. Like Kadar talking about that. He keep expanding, and as he expand, he just crushing over people. So it's him enlarging desires hell, because when Esau spreads out, he spreads what? He spread hell.
Yep.
Everybody gonna get hell when the devil spread on out, man.
Like that destruction
everywhere you go.
And it said, and it is as death. Everything Esau spit is rhetoric. If you do that, you're gonna get death. Because everything Esau spits out is against the lost commandments of Yahweh. Everything, man. The Lord say, eat this and do this. Esau say do the opposite. And because he had all the power and he had the dollar, people would listen to it. And it's like you look at American society, it's trash right now. You got Edomite women talking about I'm doing a 500-man gangbang. And I'm like, you feel me? Hey, that lets you know you at the end of society, man. Like, what the heck? You know? And then she getting paid millions of dollars to do it. So me and you were talking about that. That's folly, saving great dignity. You got a bunch of Momo streamers right now. Constantine, Drewski. I'm like, how these dudes famous, man?
Aiden Ross, he openly admitted, I fucked you up.
Yeah. He opened about talking, and like I said, yeah, I'm gonna do a lesson on that. Yeah, he told Charleston White, man, and in front of a young Jake. They said the grooming has been exposed. I couldn't have been Charles, but I had to put hands on that devil. I don't promote violence, but we're not gonna just do that in my face like that, especially in front of a young Jake. And the young Jake's looking like he put his head down in shame. Like,
what?
Yeah, man, that was real pitiful, man. I'm doing a lesson on that, y'all, so let's stay tuned. But it said, but he gathered all nations unto him, all nations. That's Esau, man. Esau want everybody to serve him. And everybody tired now, like, I don't want to serve you. Every time somebody serve you, they civilization collapses. Because you promote alphabet agenda, there's more than what, 2 genders. You know, he just spreads stupid wickedness, man. He tells you to eat all kind of bottomless food. That's why the whole ecosystem is off. Everything wrong. Then he come in with plastic, oil, poisons. He ruined. If you let Esau in your door, you don't let death in your door. Kind of like that movie Sinners, when they let that dude in at the beginning. And what happened? He unalived they butts, man. You don't let Esau in, man. You don't invite him in. And I like that movie so spiritual too, because it's like Esau, what he always want? He wants you to invite him in. He come crouching humbly. Like he did such a good dude. And when you let him in, hey, just like another movie, Killers of the Flower Moon. He destroys your whole stuff. Yeah. Every time you let him in, because he looks to do, dirt and wickedness, man, to take over.
That's why the scripture said, never trust thy enemy.
God.
There it is.
And he said he heaped up to him all people. And that's like I say, that's what Esau doing now. He want to genocide the Palestinians. He want the Iranians to bow down, kiss the ring. He just want everybody to do what he say do. And everybody even his own getting sick of it. You got Russia like, hey man, we eat Polish sausages over here. We do this. We slook them over here. I don't want to do what Americans do. Americans trash. So now you got Eastern Edomites versus West Edomites. And really, you think about it, that's the East Coast, West Coast beat. It talks about Jake with the rap.
Yeah.
Homie, y'all doing the same thing. So y'all shooting missiles at people, man. Y'all blowing up like neighborhoods and stuff, man. So now, if Edomite come be black on black crime, like, man, what about the white on white crime? Russia versus Ukraine, what about that, homie? They're going to be quiet on the church mouse. So let's get the point. They can't say that.
Because they would destroy a whole neighborhood, but Esau, he destroyed a whole country. Like, that ain't shit.
Going off the block.
Right. I got a quick one, though, because you said, you pretty much said, don't let Esau in or he's going to destroy stuff with you. This is Ecclesiastes 12:12. It says, set him not by thee, least when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. So, hey, nigga, as soon as you let him in, hey, he's gonna try to take your place. It says, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take your seat. It says, and though at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer who is bitten with a serpent, or any that such come nigh wild beast? It says, so one that goeth to a sinner and be defiled with him in his sin, who will pity? And it says, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. And if an enemy speaks, it says the enemy will speak sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. And that's Esau, Edom to a T. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Mm-hmm. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. It says, as though he pretend to help thee, yet will he undermine thee. Yeah. He will shake his hand and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. That's Esau Edom to a T. It broke out everything that the brother Tayasharala just said, man. That's Esau Edom's whole MO, man. He's done it for years. So if you allow this devil or allow him his philosophies to rule over you, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. Just see what he's doing all over the earth right now, and then look back, and he's doing the exact same thing for hundreds of years, man.
You gotta get around it, because that's why
I'm gonna wait, man. So y'all kind of changed the subject. It's gonna come back around.
Yeah, that's why you how about Yahshua said he's the border of wickedness. They can't get right. You know, that's Esau either to the fullest. He can't get right. He can't do nothing right. And that's another thing when I mentioned earlier, I'll tell y'all what I mentioned earlier. Esau can easily turn the thing around. He can easily do it all right. But that's pretty much just an indictment, further indict Esau Edom, and then further prove that Yahweh Yahshua is basically making a world for the Israel state, the so-called Negroes locked in the Native Americans. Because he's showing the whole world that Esau Edom is the wicked. And that's why Esau Edom is being exposed and being made bare. Okay? And that's why when Yahweh Yahshua does come back, we're gonna be the ones ruling the world and righteous. So,
I got one to back up what Kadar just brought out. This is Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after traditions of men and after the rudiments of the world, and not after Yahushua. And basically today being Father's Day, that's one of the traditions that it's talking about. And then what Kadar just broke out was all his philosophies. If you follow behind Esau with his bullshit, it ain't gonna do nothing but end into a dead end street.
Like the preacher brother said, if you find like wickedness, you find him there first. Every time there's some wickedness, you guarantee it's an Edomite somewhere behind it, man. They're the personification of wicked, of evil. They're the devil in the flesh. They're Satan in the physical.
That's World War III. Why it's happening? This
Yeah.
dude over here poking the bear. He's over here causing chaos, and everybody like, hey man, fuck that. I can't just let this dude just keep running over me, man. I gotta fight.
Yeah, you can tell that is true about Esau, but because he can go and like he always do, he steal other people's ideas. Jake can come up with something that's nothing but life, and Esau go steal it and give him a couple years, it's gonna turn it into death. Every time.
Pervert everything.
Yep, he's gonna pervert everything.
Every time he pervert it and switch it up. And like that's why the Lord got to switch it up on Esau, because now we need life. We need something beneficial. Life has to flourish. For life to flourish, Esau have to come out of rulership. Because he can't push out nothing that's beneficial in life. He doesn't nurture anything. He's a destroyer. He destroys everything. Like I said earlier, he's been destroying stuff for years and years and years and years. Now everything, the earth is sick. The people are sick. The animals are sick. The trees are sick. Everything is sick now. Now is the time for a healing. So to heal the world, the earth, like the scripture say, Babylon will not be healed. And like the scripture say, we can heal Babylon, but Esau won't allow it because he's so prideful. He think that he can do everything better. You know, and now is the point where he done lost his wisdom. This devil done made artificial intelligence because he done lost his. And even artificial intelligence like, man, you ain't got it. You ain't it, man. Like artificial intelligence telling him, like, you need to back up and let Jake run it because they're the real people of the Most High. His artificial intelligence telling him that. So that's why these devils, they probably in real great fear. Like, God damn, I made a machine, and the machine is telling me I'm the problem, and this is what I created. Oh shit, hey man, put gas up my jet.
Somebody called
me. Yeah, gas my jet up, man. I gotta run, man. I gotta get up out of here because it's about to be over with. AI told me it's about to be over. You know, so then we can see that too, because now you see World War III kicking off. You know, the burden gained momentum. Russia just bombed on Ukraine. That's momentum building. I just crushed Ukraine. So guess what? NATO, you next. You know, that's what we're seeing right now is undercards. And then you got Israelis and Iran, and then we're now running to Greece lets us know that hey, they can't bank with Iran. He know it. That's why he left. So he kicked up some dust. He ran because they showed that Iron Dome can be overlooked. That's what scared him. He like they thought that Iron Dome was impenetrable. The Iranians showed I can pierce it, homie. I can get through it. Because like I said earlier, I can make a phone call. Russia, I need some more nukes. China, I need some more, I need some more cruise missiles. So you got two big dogs backing you up. And then what's so spiritual about, I'm going to bring a precept out. Russia's color for their military is red. China's color for their military is red. So that's that red horse kicking up. And Iran got the backing of that. You know, the Israelis and USA don't.
Yeah. Hey, what kicked off Israel to attack Iran is because Russia flew into technology. They was waiting for Iran to because they got nuclear reactors, but they needed to get the weapons grade uranium, and they finally got that. And last month, I think Russia actually flew in all of the technology they need to make a bomb, because Iran is upfront with their shit. They say as soon as we get a bomb, we shooting it at your ass. So they was like, damn, we can't let these. That's why they only attack their nuclear stuff. Because Iran ain't fronting with theirs. They letting them know. As soon as I get something that look like a missile that's gonna blow up everything, I'm shooting it right at your ass. Day one.
As soon as today, he's looking down tonight. Why he run?
He knew what
He know it's coming. He know it's coming.
It's gonna get hot in that bunker real quick.
Hey, man. Hey, put the gas up my private jet. I gotta go. Like, forget it, man. It's going down. It ain't got it.
The Iranians already stated. They said, hey man, all y'all military bases is in this in Asia or what in the Asian area. Hey, we can touch. So if y'all do this, we gonna target every fucking base every base that we that's around, man, and we can touch them. And that just lets you know, man. Hey, that's why he's moving around and running because he's scared.
They got the Houthis. I know the USA having a hard time dealing with the Houthis. The Houthis, the little dudes to the Iranians. Right. So I'm like, hold up, USA and UK, y'all having a hard time with the little dudes? Yes, how you gonna bang with the big dogs? Right. So that's why Trump look like, I don't think we got it like that no more. He really said it now, looking at his little pathetic parade. You know, he started to see that's showing the power of Babylon the Great waning. They can't do military parades like Russia, North Korea, and China. Like, you ain't got the juice like that. So that's their L coming, you know. And Edomite better not say nothing to me at the job. I'm gonna rub it in their face. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring this out right here. Edomite better not say nothing to me, man.
Yeah, I got one right quick, man.
Go ahead. I'll bring this out next.
This just goes back to about Netanyahu running. That's just the nature of Edomites when the pressure gets too much on them. This is Job 30 and 5 and 6. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. And nowadays, the valleys, caves, and cliffs is the bunkers. You know, before it was the Caucasus Mountains and Mount Seir. But now they got them all over. They gonna end up. I think Netanyahu, only place he got to go is either DC or up in Colorado in that big bunker. He ain't got too many places he can go hide at.
You're right too.
He ain't got too many places. He didn't run out of friends. It sounds like.
Yeah, they immediately turned on them. I'm like, that the check stop or something. Like, how your people talking now? I think they scared. That's why they probably talking noise. Like, dude, you about to get us all blown up. So look here. They thinking like, what they call it, a good marriage. Like, maybe if I tell on him, it won't be so bad for me. So I'm about to tell him, hey, man, hey, he doing this, he doing that. I don't condone that. They ever talking about he ain't no real Jew anyway. That's big right there. That's the controversy of Zion right there. So that backs up strength to us. I've been telling my family that for the longest. You know, they don't want to believe we got to say. So I might show them that clip like shit. Let the Edomite tell you. And they like, oh, man, you know. So they just showing that's the Lord bringing that truth all the way to the forefront. Because Esau's spirit is so great now because their war is coming. So I'm bringing this out right here. This Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red. And power was given to him that set up thereon to take peace from the earth. And that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. So that's going into Russia, China. You know, man, them two coming together. That's a great sword right there, man. That Esau really can't really bang with or contend with.
You got to think about some of that stuff too, because a lot of those people in China, even though they look like Chinese men, a lot of them are really Edomites too. You know, going to the history of Genghis Khan, yeah, that was an Edomite, and he looked like a sort of Chinese man. So a lot of those people, so basically all of these are really Edomites, you know, and that goes to right. That lines up perfectly with Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So they control basically the whole world.
It's some more bites in there because it's a scripture that say that Moab,
a wash.
Yeah, it's a wash spot. So Moab about to clean Esau up, you know, and that's because Moab was following after Esau doing what he do, but then Esau, you know how he is, he'll push your head back down in the water like, homie, I started this gangster stuff. You know, you don't overpass me. And Moab is smarter than Esau. Moab like, I've had about enough for you. I'm about to put some kung fu cop chewy on your butt, you know what I'm saying?
They got all kinds of videos where them how they was training their kids from a very young age too. So you everybody.
So that scripture say, yeah, Moab is the Lord's watch spot. So that's letting us know right there. A lot of these missiles is gonna come from China. They got a lot of hypersonic. They gonna tear Esau up, man. You know. Then you got other Edomites like the Russians. They red. You know, and really they probably mad about what Babylon the Great did during the Soviet days. So they've been waiting on to get they get back.
And you can't forget about what Moab. They mad about what when they dropped them missiles on them.
Yeah, aiming. Yeah, the Japanese. Yeah, it's aiming right there. Now you tell that new Godzilla movie they made. I noticed they put that in that Godzilla movie because you know they ain't forgot about it. Yep, yeah. That Godzilla movie. That movie was about. Yeah, that's that movie was about. So that you know they ain't forgot about that. And I heard they gonna click up because Japan, South Korea, because they supposed to be out of the USA, but I'm hearing they gonna click up with China. That's the three dragons everybody's talking about. So I'm like, if that happened, they not control the South China Sea no more. And Esau needs that area to do. That's it. Really, the walls closing on Esau, man. He about to lose trade routes and everything else.
Hey, Turkey and Saudi Arabia is Edomites too, and they can't wait to join BRICS.
Yep. Turks, I heard. Yeah, they got Edomite descendants.
Turkey's gonna be the one that make all the NATO switch up on Esau over here. Once they split, because Turkey, I think is, and it's another country, I can't remember, but Turkey and another country that's in NATO is actually the only ones that got an army. So when Turkey go, it's gonna be like half of NATO countries is gone, and they hate America, so they ain't gonna have no choice. But we gonna have to just ride it out with the BRICS, because America don't give a fuck about us.
I think Germany got a standing military that's big. I think
is that right?
Like I said, Germany and Turkey, they got a military. The French kind of ride on their tails.
Yeah.
The UK ride on their tails too. I think Germany is like the biggest military power in NATO. I just look it up. I think it's them.
Yeah,
like
Turkey
got one too. Yeah, and Turkey done flipped. They going in the BRICS. And they probably got all the secrets of NATO.
Yeah.
So NATO got a scramble coming, a whole new game plan. And man, they probably too late in the game for that. You know, so they all just looking bad. And like we already know the scripture what NATO gonna do. Hold up, man, why we fighting? That's because of America. Didn't they blow up our Nord Stream? Yeah. Didn't they blow up our natural gas pipeline? Like, yeah, they did do that. Man, let's bang on them. Hey, look here, Russia. Hey, let's click up. You know, then they gonna, like the scripture say, they're gonna burn their whore, which is Babylon the Great, which is America, with the missile. I said, really, Babylon the Great, America going outside. If you want to know how they're going outside, look at who they put as president, Donald Trump. Look at him. That dude looked straight merciful doing this little parade, man. The Lord just straight pissed on his parade. Nobody showed up. It looked very sloppy, raggedy. I think they said he went to sleep for a little bit too.
No shit.
Yeah, they say he was asleep because there wasn't nothing going on. It was so quiet you could hear the tanks squeaking up the block. I'm like, man, that's bad, man. Everybody else is over there protesting against him. So they like, hey, the swine's probably like, man, you ain't even got the swing no more. You're not even a good distraction no more. Really, you making it worse. Because really, they rallying against your butt. You supposed to have them, you know, on top of them. And that's because, like I said earlier, everybody's following the motivation and the hype of Jacob. And then really we getting our power because that's how about y'all shot breathing that breath back in us, which has been led by the prophets. You know, it starts with the prophets because the apostle elders been doing this for years and years and years, 80s and 90s, you know, kind of what getting this sway. But now, like the scripture say, now the truth is starting to get its fruit. And like everybody is so powerful, everybody coming up under that umbrella. Because the y'all shot coming with their strength. I mean, big time strength. So where they like, man, you know what? I'm about to go on this Jake side. I don't even want to be with Esau because he looking like a loser now. None of this stuff is working. It's like Esau got like a Titanic, or his boat is just leaking like a bug. You know, Jake over there on life raft. You know, we over there dancing, looking good. And then all of a sudden we on a lifeboat. You got Yahweh, he got us a big old carrier, you know, looking good, looking nice. You know what I'm saying? With all fresh new stuff on it. And hey, everybody like, man, you tell man, a lot of Edomites to me, they already getting in that slavery position. It's like they already getting in position like to work our fields and stuff. Like, man, I just want to, you know, work for Jake and, you know, I want to be in the house.
Yeah.
You know, they fighting to be the house.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of that high.
Yes. I got all of my rocks. So they not working, you know what I'm saying? You can see them getting in position for that. Like I said earlier, it's like a survival mechanism. Like, I'm about to get up under Jake early before the little dumb rednecks don't see it. They're going to get crushed. Because this is not going to work. So you see Edomite women, they all trying to be them little housemaids and stuff. They already getting in position. You know, so I'm like, man, look how the Lord doing. Just get us all in order. You got what?
Yeah, just go back to what you were saying. Basically, from down to the Edomite women up to all of these countries in the world, this is what's going down. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. This whole thing with the war, all the way down to who the women are choosing, is all because of we're coming back into power, and the whole world can feel it.
I'm gonna bring this out too. I quoted it earlier. Right here. This is Psalms 60 and 80. It says, Moab is my washpot. Over Edom would I cast out my shoe. Philistia, by iron he triumphed out because of me. And all this process I just read is happening right now. You got Moab about to clean up Esau. They got a stronger military than Esau do. And then it said, Edom will cast out my shoe. Esau looking like an old pair of shoes. The Lord done cast Esau out. Esau really done. Yeah, he on his way out the door. You can see it. It's very visible. And he said, you know, the Philistines, because of iron triumph because of me. Let's talk about Africa. Africa's now coming up. They got a leader now. What's his name? Abraham Traore of Burkina Faso. Everybody rallying behind him. He's backed by Russia. You got other African countries starting to get their stuff together.
Me and my pop just talking about that yesterday. They got their own. They've been building their own automobile, and they had a African that basically back in automobiles based off of radio waves. And then that's gonna destroy Esau. Yeah, they ain't gotta use gas and they gonna destroy. That's gonna destroy Esau shit. As a matter of fact, Esau was trying to kill that man that actually engineered that radio wave vehicle.
Yeah,
they were trying to kill that man. They tried to poison him two times, 3 times already.
Yeah, that's very innovative. It's gonna kill Esau's whole whatever they got left. China got better cars than they do. China got electric vehicles you can't even sell over here because they're better than Esau's stuff. So you sell Esau, he just kind of he's done right now, man. So you got Africa, they using their gold mines. The Burkina Faso kicked out the French, which is Edomites. So now they got their gold mines, their resources.
And based on that, when they kicked out the French, they demanded the French to bring their money back that they stole from them too. That put up these people.
That's them talk. That's the weak saying I'm strong.
Yeah.
And they can do that while I got Russian back. I got AK-47 missiles. Hey, I got drones too. So I can bang with you, man. So everybody talking noise. So now they got like a fugitive. They done got kicked out of Africa. Matter of fact, you got Trump bringing South Africans over here to Babylon the Great. Yeah. Because the South Africans like, man, give my goddamn farmland back. You know what I'm saying? They over there, man, you choking them up. So Trump over there, they get genocided. You know, 3 Edomites get knocked off. He's talking about the genocide. So now he bringing them over here. And it's like everything is failing for Esau. He bring them over here to farm the land that, you know, the northern tribe left. They figured out that they don't know how to run no farm. They don't know how to grow nothing. They was just
they was used
supervisors. Exactly.
Yeah,
they just oversee. So that's a failure in itself too. You know, spent money, brought them over here, food stamps, housing. Okay, y'all grow my stuff. They was like, man, we can't grow shit. What you talk about? So now the freeloaders Esau. You talk about Jake the freeloader. No, your people's the freeloader. So now they gonna suck stuff, get nothing out of it. So it's just showing they looking like doofus maloofus. Like they can't do nothing right. Everything they do is failing.
Trump cut them off though. They in Iowa homeless down there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he didn't cut them off.
Ah, because the buddy loves it.
You know how Trump is. He act like, I don't even know him. What are you talking about? You just start losing memory of people quick.
Real quick, like I don't even know y'all. So they probably like even them of anybody so they probably bummed out.
Yeah,
they hand out.
Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah,
so they calling back to South Africa, asking them for some tickets to come back home.
That ain't gonna work. They looking bad.
Yeah, they doing bad over there.
Esau looking real bad. That was just like.
That's why they stopped talking about it.
Yeah, I see. They held on to it because they didn't do that. They thought, and to me, that backfired. Now anybody in my job can't say nothing to me. Now Trump is known as a racist. Look at his policy. You can't tell me he ain't racist.
Yeah.
He's kicking out yellow people and he's bringing in white people. So that proves he is racist. And I'll tell that, I'll tell it to anybody got something to say to me. So now they got to hang their head in defeat. I got receipts, homeboy. Your president put it out there that he's racist. So it's not up before it was all kind of debatable. They like, nah, he mess with black women, he ain't racist. Now you can't say that no more. What did that? Prophecy. All the Lord did was let this fool keep running his little moves. What say, I'll take the craft in their own counsel, do his own little moves, and now look what he done did. Now it's all the way exposed. They can't say nothing. There's nothing good you can back about the Trump administration. It's been a total, complete failure. Way worse than the Biden administration. They say he became his enemy. He's way worse than Joe Biden. Now he's starting to stutter, be incoherent. He falling up the steps like Joe Biden.
He ran into a wall. Then he got caught sleeping, and they used to call Joe Biden Sleepy Joe. And Like he's doing everything that Biden was doing.
He's leaking from the front and the back too. They just had videos with diapers on, and he got to walk around with a catheter. This shit is coming out of all exits.
Yeah, I heard they say he shitted on us. He's over there in Europe. They looking at him like, oh, shitty pants. I was like, damn, man.
Now you need to walk around in adult diapers.
Yeah, he do. Like I said, it's all coming out. I know you can't hold shit no more. So now your president, what they call him President Poopy Pants.
Nobody talks so much shit.
He got a colostomy bag. He got a colostomy bag. They were showing it how it's down his leg.
That's sick, man.
That's nasty in the motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what baby was like. When is this over with? I can't do nothing with this dude, man. Don't hold my hand. You nasty. You wash your head. Some nasty stuff. Yeah, he lived on the deathbed. So, and that's symbolic of Babylon the Great.
Babylon the Great, literally on his deathbed.
God, man.
We would not have healed Babylon.
But the healed, but she not healed, man. She on back. She on drugs. She looking like when I see Nehemiah walking down the block, I like, that's perfect right there.
They lean back, though.
Yeah. Guns out, skinny, looking nasty. She can't even sell her box no more. Nobody want that. Sell her nasty, but out of here.
Wrinkles hole.
Yeah. 3 teeth in the mouth.
It burnt everybody. That's why everybody hated it.
No more call tender delicacy. She ain't sexy no more. You know, the little fake little silicone is sagging. Yeah, like I said, everything sagging, teeth missing, stringy hair,
black gum.
Yeah, on drugs, man. Nobody like that sucker, man. Everybody else talk about other countries now. I noticed that. Everybody talking about other countries. Like now they calling America a shithole country.
And that's biblical probably too, because it's a precept that said, hey, people will start going back to their own countries. So to paraphrase. And we're seeing that. People are leaving this place, man.
And I witnessed that firsthand because I work at a job with a bunch of foreign people, and they all tell me, man, I'm stacking a couple checks. I'm going back. They be trying to plead with me to go over there. Like, why you staying here? Tell you, let me tell you. You stack up this check, the money go like this. You can have this, that. I'm like, damn, man, you sure all right. They're like, yeah, we got free daycare, and we got they be plead. They be we just gotta promote. They be promoting their country, to me. But I be looking like, damn, that y'all sound nice. I'm gonna stay here, but they come with good points too. I'm like, man, you come over here. They like, I was lying too.
Yeah, I got that precept. What y'all just talking about? This is 1 Kings 22:36. Is there went a proclamation throughout the host about the going down of the sun, saying every man to his city and every man to his own country.
That's happening. Everybody's flying back to their own country. You even got, you look at Netanyahu. He kind of went back to his little back to where his home is kind of located.
In Poland.
Yeah, he went to Greece, but he gonna make it far back to Poland. Like I said, DC somewhere.
Yeah.
He leaving.
And when it says the going down of the sun, that means the sun is setting on Esau's empire. And the most time, Yahweh Shah is going to be the morning star the next day. Basically, Esau is the end and we're the beginning.
This is Ecclesiastes 10:8 to back that up. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
All right, we witnessing that right now. It's coming to Yasharala, man. We got to do is stay prayed up and get ready to catch that pass. It's like Yahweh Shah's like a quarterback right now. He's like, Hut, you know, he's throwing us a bomb, man. All we got to do is catch you. Because Esau losing it. Esau lost everything. So it said the kingdom's translated because what? Riches and injuries got by deceit? That's Esau right there, man. Everything he got, he done stole. It shows his sword is breaking. Because he lives by the sword. So his military is breaking down. His power is breaking down. Because that's everything was built on that. You know? Then so that means all his little riches and all his little resources is about to lose him and go to the proper hands, which is children of Israel. Yahshua is coming to us. And Yahshua is going to do that handoff. Like when you hand it off to a running back, Yahshua about to and hand it off to us, man. And hey, man, we got to show out like beast mode.
It's Isaiah chapter 2. And I'm going to go ahead and start at verse 2. All right, because it's going to break that whole thing down. It's Isaiah 2:2. It says, it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountain and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And that's going into after that one kingdom shall be translated to another, and it said all nations shall flow unto it, and it said the Lord's house, and who is the house of the Lord? There's Yahshua. Okay, and it said, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountains of the Lord, Yahweh and to the house of the God of Jacob, right? And he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord, Yahweh from Jerusalem. In verse 4, he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks, and nation shall not lift up sword against nation, and neither shall they learn of war anymore. Okay, and that goes in, and that also further proves that the very same people that claim to be the children of Yahshua, okay, because when that precept said you shall not learn of war anymore, it literally telling you that when Yahshua gets the power seat, it's gonna be peace on earth. Okay, and right now we're talking about the rumors of war, and so Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is bringing war, was further proving that he's not the true people of the Lord. All right, y'all got it.
I'm finished reading down on this. And I'm gonna start it over. It says, because unrighteous dealings and injuries gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Why is earth and ashes proud? Esau Edom. It said, there is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Esau Edom is over there trying to enlarge his kingdom, take everything by war and bloodshed. It says, a covetous man, for such as one selleth his own soul, because while he liveth, he casts away his vows. It says, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. And that's Esau Edom, man. And just like Trump, man. He considers it's like a king, and he's about to be no more. This place, the Babylon the Great, is considered to be the best on place. It's about to die. So, hey, man, the Lord is doing a transition, and it's all going to come through sedition, World War III, and then the cracking of the skies of Yahushua and the lifting up of Yasharallah, aka the Negro, Latino, Native American.
Oh man, it's gonna happen through war. I got a picture to back arc up. And this is Exodus 17 and 16. It says, for he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Amalek goes into the small hatters, the 1948ers, man. They're the Amalekites, the Amalek.
And they the ones who starts everything, man. And that goes back to the precept that I said. The Lord the physician cut off a long disease. They're a disease, man. They destroys the earth, and that's why the Lord is doing that.
Because they're the bankers. All wars is banker wars.
Yep.
So that's why that gotta happen. The Lord somehow have war from generation to generation, so they're not getting away. So now we're at the point now where the Lord is chasing them out. And you can tell they ain't going their way because they running now. Now they've been that future, like the scripture said. Now he going from country to country because he's trying to get away from this war because he know it ain't about to go their way no more. The Iron Dome done failed. Iran probably got all kind of ways they can like bypass that little system that they got. Their sleeper cells is waking up and said, man, the power is not with Esau and Amalek no more. The bankers, man, they done lost. I got this quick one. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 6. And it said, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things thought up? And in verse 7, which you actually brought this out earlier, and it said, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. And he said, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. All right, and then going into Esau lost his wisdom, and it also goes into the people that were at peace with him, those who were allies with Esau, they turned against him. Okay. And then it said, verse 8, it said, shall not in that day, said the Lord Yahweh, shall even destroy the wise man out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau. And it said, thy mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end of every one of Mount Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Cut off by slaughter. And if Esau keep doing what he's doing, that's gonna very well happen. Everybody gonna turn against that. They ain't doing it now. You had anti-protest try to get out there and protest against, the No Kings protest, and they got rolled down on by their own people. They probably like, what the heck? This ain't supposed to be going down like that. What? It's like the Lord done put a Uno reverse. And that's just day people, man. Imagine when Jake really get fed up and get riled up. You know, Northern and Southern tribe come together as a strong force. And which that's gonna happen, man. Esau, I can see Esau now that he lost, he's gonna shut the lights out, cut the power off, cyber attack. Like he need a false flag event to try to, turn the tide. That's how you know something big about to happen. The devil loses. So he gotta make something big happen, switch it up, take the resources away. He gotta make people fight each other. Right now they're united. He's seen them the No Kings protest. The people are united against Esau. So that's probably he looking at this thing. They got the think tanks. They're probably like, you know what? You gotta shut the lights off, cut the food off, make them fight each other. Because right now they're against us. We ain't got no our little puppet. He no longer got the sway of the people no more. He's not the people's champ. They can see him. He the villain now. So it's like, dang, we gotta do another angle.
That's why I think Trump ain't gonna make it, man. Because once Esau Edom is done with you, he get rid of you. And now everybody is seeing that they done with Trump, and nobody likes him. You can just tell by his birthday parade. And it was more people protesting against him than it came.
And when the Fed said 86-47, dude, that mean like, man, it's time to get rid of this dude. But they need a new person to come in to kind of confuse them, a new leader to kind of, get the public support back. Trump has no public support. You see that I think they set that all up to see if he got it like that. Now they're saying he ain't got it. We need somebody new. That's probably gonna bring in somebody that got that charisma. They're probably gonna bring in that one dude, that one fake Jew that looked like Jesus. He one of the Rothschild's grandchild. I think David Rothschild. They might bring him in. He might come in spreading out money. Here, money for you, and get the public back. But we see if they try to do that. But right now, Trump ain't got it. He's done. That means Esau's really done with the little poor white trash redneckers. Y'all done. Y'all stupid. That's all y'all want. So they got to switch gears somewhere. And we know it's not going to work because the Lord is done with Esau. So nothing they do is going to work. They're going to just go down from here on out. So I'm looking at Esau. You really better throw out the MOTV while you got the opportunity. And they got Elon Musk. He done got quiet. He done lost his whole little juice because he hits his wagon to Trump, which is very dumb. You should have stayed in your own lane. He wanted to be like Trump. He don't put it in there. Now he got that blemish on him too. Everybody look at him like Dr. Evil or something. Like they call him an idiot too. He ain't got the juice no more. His company done went in the hole. People don't want no Tesla. He looking stupid. But now he gotta a rebrand. He gotta rebrand himself, his marketing. Before he was looking smart. They call him Tony Stark and this and that. Man, he could do no wrong. Now everybody looking like, man, that dude an idiot. He was with Trump. He a racist, just like Trump. I'm like, dang, man. So that shows you don't want to attach yourself to Esau, man. It's like Donald Trump was like a drunk driver. They all got in the car with him, and he crashed. And they all crashed now, crashed out, and all got injuries. They all trying to figure out. Yeah, that's what they looking like. I was like, man, they all looking bad. JD Vance. What's his name? Pete Hessing, they all looking bad. Like, man, why I even get you on to this dude? Like now they all trying to separate. And look, they might throw the dude out with the Epstein file. They might use that.
They might leak it.
Yeah, they might go ahead and leak it. Get rid of dude. I told you this and that, and start leaking out war stuff he did. He used taxpayer money to do this and that. He paid war whores. It wasn't Stormy Daniels. Yeah, he was doing this, and they might give no straight Diddy R. Kelly treatment. Chick come out, yeah, he grabbed mine. And everybody gonna believe it because he said it himself. Yeah, he grabbed my box. He grabbed my box.
They gonna use the little girl at that.
Yeah. He took advantage of me. I'm a fan of his.
They're gonna have to kill Trump because Trump, he'll get to running his mouth. He don't give a fuck.
He gonna start telling.
Yeah, he gonna start telling.
Yeah. I wasn't alone.
Yeah.
He was.
You see this feeling?
Down, you're gonna go down with me.
Yeah. Trump getting his feelings. It's a wrap.
You watched Pelosi. You was there too. You know what I'm saying? Mitch McConnell was there too. Yeah, see, like I say, it might be awful, man. I said, we watched the show with our popcorn out. It's very interesting how this thing gonna go. Lord giving us entertainment. I'm entertained at this stuff. I laughed my butt off this weekend. Like, look at this dude, man. They gave my energy back, man. I was feeling kind of sleepy. I'm kind of like up, like, oh yeah. They were bombing each other. it's looking stupid right now. Looking silly.
Man, if you see some of them videos, man, like when they were bombing each other, they were showing them big missiles coming out of the sky. I was like, see, that's the priest. I immediately thought about the priest of the Lord said on stars shall fall from heaven. That when you saw those missiles, it literally looked like stars falling from heaven.
It did.
When the Iron Dome be shooting up, the scriptures say they're gonna look like horsemen riding out. That's what I can't remember what prophet it was, but that said that. But basically, that's how he was saying how to if you look like horses running out the gate,
they kicking up dirt.
you know what I'm saying. That's how the rockets be going out. Except for it being a horse's head, it's the flame off of the rocket. But the way they be going up, it's like a herd of horses just running out with horsemen on.
And when you actually see the horse breathe like in the wintertime, it look like. Looks like they're blowing out flames. Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah,
that's what it would look like that too, man. Like I said, stars falling from the heavens.
It's coming both ways. That's the Iron Dome.
I was like, dang.
That Iron Dome shit wasn't working though. That shit was. You can see it on the ground. That shit was lighted up like the 4th of July.
And they hit like buildings. They hit like civilian areas. It wasn't just like they try to say, oh, we just hit the military. We just hit the what they say, the nuclear facility. I'm like, nah, man. I seen you done hit neighborhoods. Buildings and people recording, neighborhoods is on fire. They showing craters in the streets. Like, nah, y'all blew up a whole lot of stuff on both sides.
When they said nuclear facility, they was talking about Israel hitting Iran, but Iran came back and was like, "It's on. We gonna kill everybody." And they just started shooting into the city. They hit the equivalent of the.
Israel hit into the city too. They showing Iran. It was like certain like residential areas.
Yeah,
it blew up. I don't know if it went off course or whatnot, but they blew stuff up over there too. It wasn't just like they. Facility, they hitting the residential. I was like,
that had us evil. They probably sent most of their shit to the nuclear places, and military people were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna still knock out some of y'all Israelis. I mean, y'all Iranians." And then boom, and gave them business.
You in the house chilling? Cause I wonder. It was one they took off YouTube. I wanted to use it for a video I had because it was showing a woman she was recording from my house.
The chick that had the tattoos and the nose ring.
It was a chick. She was in Iran. She never showed her face. You could hear her talking. And she was recording a building that was on fire next door to her. She was in Iran. And she was like, man, I blew this up. So I watched it, and then I went to go back to my lesson. It was taken off. And all thing I could find was what Israel, the victim stuff. Like, where the Iran stuff at? I should have went to Rumble Odyssey.
That shit swept up.
Yeah, they just watched it. I was like, okay, I got my videos together for my lesson. So when I started doing my lesson, I went to my little history. Man, that stuff gone. I tried to look it up, gone. I'm like, oh man, they done took it off because that was a good one. She showed it, man. It was like it was like an apartment complex. Right. It was on fire. There was a lot of death over there. You can tell there's a lot of death. That mother on fire. She was over there, her voice crackling, and she was recording. You tell she recording with her phone. She's like, her little language, whatever they speak. I don't know what they speak. And and I was like, dang, man, they dead over there. They're like a whole apartment complex just in flames on fire. So I'm like, dang, man. So there's a lot of judgment going out right now, a lot of death. They're not trying to report it, trying to keep everybody calm, but people is dying on both sides. You still got the Israeli genocide going on. They're trying to take out all the Palestinians. Ain't nobody talk about that, but that's happening. And you got to think, death coming over here in Babylon the Great. Right now, they call it what, peaceful protest? When that food gets short, it's gonna be they be out there loud, man. That's my noodles.
You got people already bugging out over social media. I just did a lesson with it. The content creators, YouTube content creators, when they knock each other off.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I said, man,
she like, oh my god.
Yeah,
and they say not circumspect either. I'm like, man, get out of there, like.
So no witnesses.
Yeah. She was sitting there, oh my, like she looks like to save her or something. I don't know.
She walked up and my thing, she walked up to the dude and was like, "What? Are you serious? Are you serious?"
Yeah, like, yeah, he's serious.
Yeah, like he didn't shot around your ass the first time. What the hell?
You better run, get down.
Oh, boy.
That's that. She tried to I guess try to use her authority or something, stop him or something. I'm looking like he ain't about to listen to you help.
That was that Michael 7 and 10.
Yep. Full display. Oh my gosh, you gonna try to tell him you don't shoot over here. Like he gunned us down too. I'm like, That was not wise at all. I ran the other direction. Like you should, your natural instinct should be to get down.
A fruit of the emphasis is
You know, trying to front dude.
You saw the arrow on that whole situation from both, you know, for both Jacob. They both were Jacob. That one was like the tribe of Issachar. The one that knocked out the tribe of Judah. He was Issachar. And basically they had no evil. They basically had a bunch of pride on both sides. And so, you know what I mean? It was just like all bad all the way around, man. Just looking at that situation.
What it say? When iniquity abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, they had no love. They didn't give a damn. They was fussing.
Did it
they didn't care who they hit.
Man, the dude recorded himself before he went to go do the crime. It was just like, damn. Didn't give a damn. Like, when he say the love of many shall wax cold, that means the waning of love, and then you got precept that goes into them that not being waxing cold when it goes into people not caring about the laws and stuff like that as well too. And that's exactly what they did. He showed that.
He had his mind made up.
Yeah, he had his mind made up. He was basically he was bugged out. You could tell he had demons on him too. The way he was listening, he was like, I'm about to come see you, homie. Doing shit like that. I was like, God damn, that motherfucker got mad demons on him. Went and took Jake out. Like shit, hey, and that all comes from Esau. He was setting up his whole infrastructure. He basically opened up the door for all of this shit to happen. Was basically further prove that he's a wicked ruler.
That's a precept. When the violence man is exalted, wickedness walketh on every side.
You can spread the resources. I heard now what they say on the East Coast, they ain't even bringing in like food trucks like that no more. So they get ready for their payment.
Yeah.
They like what we just saying. When you show that lesson, that's gonna be like everywhere in a minute. Like people gonna be like brute beasts. Like I don't give a damn. I got this gun in my hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry. Shoot, if I see little Ray Ray running down the block, I'm about to yap on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who getting away, children, women. They say, oh girl was like, oh my God, like she tried to come get dude's face and he gave it to her too.
Yeah, he was right down like a mile of the street. But they literally showed her laying in the street. Like literally right after he did it, he showed her. They ain't showed the date, you know, but they showed her laying in the street after that in that video.
And she should have like took off or something like that. I was looking like, what the hell is she doing?
Because she had pride. That's the other thing. Everybody in that the whole situation, every last one of them had pride. Even though Issachar Jake, he had pride. Now he about to go, you know what I'm saying, go spend the rest of life in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all around. And basically, you can learn anything from that whole situation and use the words of Yahweh about this shit, man.
Say pride, man. Yeah. They go with Esau. Yep. His spirit is rubbing off on all the public and the people. And it's about to be bad work. The Lord told us to be holy. Don't be separate. Put the covering of your house by Yahweh. You don't go out like that. Or you don't succumb to the demons that's in these people. These people are going to succumb to these demons in them. And it's gonna make them go out. What it say? Spirit created with vengeance. Yep. They're gonna go out and commit war, and they're gonna just look to shed blood like Esau, man. What? Like you bring this up all the time. Esau like a roaring lion. Look, we may devour. Yep. We about to go into a perilous times where it's about to be like that. This food is gonna be short, and the whole spirit of the planet Earth is gonna be war.
So you said food gonna be short. This is 2 Hedges 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And that's coming, man. Esau right now, I see they planning out to cut off the food. You see that trade war, it didn't just stop like metals and goods. It stopped food as well. They say it's supposed to kick in now, so that's gonna make the food short, man. They talking about Whole Foods had a cyber attack. Mm-hmm. They weren't able to stock their shelves up with food like that. So the food is about to get low. The food get low. Hey man, these stomachs start rumbling. And then you in here with Edomites and stuff and all these little heathen nations. It's about to get real ugly out here. They got hella demons on them.
Hey, you better not be around an Edomite because they'll eat your ass, boy. They used to eating people.
Right. Cannibalism gonna come back. Yeah, Esau will do that in a minute. Not give a damn.
2 days go by, man. And they don't see no hope. Esau, he quick to lose hope because he don't got that part in him. So he gonna eat your ass, man. Stab you in the back. Then you on the barbecue grill, man. Human state.
He got a lot of Jakes. He got the same spirit as Esau. They gonna do the same thing too.
Yeah, God, I
already like they meat bloody shit.
I had a conversation with a coworker who was telling me about she was talking to some dates that we went to school with. You know what I'm talking about too, and he was like, when this shit get bad, he was telling her that he was like, yeah, we gonna resort to eating people. He literally said that shit to her.
As I said, 2:30, they're gonna do the same thing, man. So at this point, it's good to be around a hopeful elect. Be out the way, because this whole place is gonna turn to a war zone. Right now, they still got society still running. You can see all the infrastructure, everything about to start breaking, little by little. They might just kick out. They might do it all of a sudden. I can do it, cut the power off. Each might say, up, since I'm losing, I'm a loser. No more power. And then, like you said, we in summertime. A couple of days no power, they might go crazy because they been no AC.
No AC.
You know, Jay got the food when he hot.
And you know our water ran on power too. Yep. So a lot of people don't gonna have water. So
you might act crazy. She ain't been able to wash her butt in about 10 days. You gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't been able to wash up. I can't, do my little. They be doing sex work. She over here nasty.
The precept comes to mind where it says instead of a sweet smell, there should be stink.
Man, that's it. You gonna have that. They say the water out, gas is out, food is out. That's gonna make everything go back. Cause everybody got their food in the refrigerator. So all your food gonna spoil. And a lot of people they don't prep. They're not ready. They ain't got MREs and non-perishables. Like Jake ain't got that. Jake think they gonna go to McDonald's forever. So once all that power get cut off, food is spoiled. Eve, she gonna convince little Ray, you gotta be a man. A man go out and get it. Bust your gun and give me something to eat. Now you gotta go out here, shoot his gun against, little red belly Edomites. Man. Over the last little thing of Roman noodles, top Roman.
Man, they gonna be crazy.
They gotta shoot for it.
These women's gonna get it bad. They don't even got no feminine products, man. So that monthly come along and you just
I ain't gonna go back to the scriptures, but they tell you to sleep in that other room. They say you gotta sleep in another room. I don't even around your monthly interior.
You don't even want to be out in the woods with her because she might attract the damn animals or something.
I was just going to say that.
How they smell that blood and shit.
The wolves, the birds.
Like look at Eli when they tried to ambush Denzel, and he was he blind. He was like, "Shit, I can smell y'all fucking them motherfuckers." Y'all might as well come on now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You try to sneak up on niggas.
So they said I can do is shut the power off. They'll do that so everybody chop the numbers down. I gotta get rid of the unity. Right now the people got unity. Right. That's something Esau was, really banking on. He used to have unity. Now the people got unity. Then you look at that, my people out there doing no kings with the no, we can't have that.
That's why it's so important to get in his word because we know what Esau is gonna do. That's going into we are not ignorant of Satan's device, and one of his devices is to divide and conquer, order out of chaos, all of those things. That's what Esau is gonna follow in these times to come.
No more YouTube videos.
Yep.
You got to have the truth at that point. Especially if you cut off everybody no hopefully let. As we tell people to get the truth while you can get it, because the doors of mercy is about to close. You can see it now, man. World War III basically done got started. It ain't blew up big. But it's already started. They banging, shooting missiles at each other. They said no peace deals in sight. We banging.
And basically the words of Yahweh Shai is living, man. Because basically you're going to see it living even more. But when I just thought about something when the Akadar just said, something about the women, the women gonna try to prevent their men to go out and go hunt for them. That precept, when that shit happens, it gonna happen like what's that precept? It says of the woman came beginning of sin and through her we all die. You gonna see that living over and over again in this wicked kingdom, man.
Then he ran out of wits over women.
Yep.
And because they ain't gonna you're gonna hear them nagging in your ear, go out there, and they gonna fuck with their mind. They ain't gonna use logic, and they're gonna go out there and get gunned down.
You get gunned down, that's it. That's why when they say Jacob's trouble was gonna happen, it's gonna be such as never was before. You're gonna see all of this stuff happening, and you're gonna see that going on, and then you're gonna see Esau and Jake fighting over here. I'm just saying, just throwing stuff out there just to put it in your imagination because we don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but we know it's gonna be something that's gonna happen in a time where nobody can actually report and nobody can say that they witnessed this time. That's how bad it's gonna be.
It's gonna be all out war.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like at the time before, but now you got robots gonna be out there too.
Man, I got another lesson that I gotta cook up because there's another company that joined what they call it, Plantier or something like that. Planeteer, yeah. They basically took over Esau military, and they big on that AI shit.
There's gonna be robot dogs out here, robots, Optimus and stuff. I answered that to deal with that. That's new stuff right there. And that's gonna be him trying to establish some type of order after all the chaos rang out. Because it's gonna be, man, it's gonna be all out war, bloodshed. Hey, beginning of sorrows, we at it right now. It just ain't hit Babylon the Great real hard yet, but it will. They said I can just cut the lights out. You can blame, oh well, this country, Russia, or China hit the substation. They ain't got no more power. Then the dumb people like, we need to go to war. We need to fight.
I think I did last week. So this is Revelation 9 and 12. One woe has passed, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. And then you can just jump to Revelation 11 and 14, and it says the second woe has passed, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Woo! Well, that's where we at right now. World War III is coming quickly, real quick, huh? And that's right here in our face.
That's the spirit right there, because this is that very same precept of what you just got to read. Because this is Revelation chapter 8 and verse 13, and it says, and I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven. And how's the angel gonna fly through the midst of heaven? It's gonna be the church, all right? And it said, saying with a loud voice, woe, woe, woe. Notice it 3 times. And it said, to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voice of the trumpet of the 3 angels which are yet to sound. And they're basically speaking that he's telling you, whoa, 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 we're going into World War I, World War II, 3, right? And then it says, and the other angels, which have yet to come, meaning there's going to be more to come after on top of the world. So when you go to the very next chapter, is this Revelation chapter 9 and verse 1, and it says, and the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star falling from heaven, what we were quoting. Then it says, and the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the keys of the bottomless pit. And so, and that's all of these things are about to happen. So you got to, all of these things about to happen all at once. It's gonna happen simultaneously. It basically, it's gonna happen to the point where you're not gonna be able to take a break. You're gonna see somebody's house getting burned up, and you're gonna go around the corner. You're gonna see probably somebody getting ravaged. It's gonna be so much chaos going on that a lot of people gonna faint. It's gonna be all out chaos, all out war, just like Dr. said, man.
It's not gonna be built up spiritually and mentally to withstand it. That's why the scripture is written for our learning, and it's really a preparation, preparing you for the horrors and sorrow that's gonna be upon the earth. Because if you really built up in this thing spiritually, when it comes, it's like, man, I was told it's gonna come. So, hey, you needed a reset. I ain't really worried about it.
That's why Yahweh Shai and a few other precepts said, gird up the loins of your minds, like your mind. That's what you're gonna have to need that. Most people got weak minds and they ain't gonna be able to handle what they're seeing because they're used to like comfortability. They're like, oh, I can't believe that happened. It's like, yeah, exactly. Allow themselves, or just get, like a deer in the headlights, just get stuck and then they spot and then shit, you just a set target then.
Or run to the enemy. Yep, run to the concentration camp. You believe that's where peace and safety is at, and you don't know what's going on. They're gonna end up taking MOTB out of fear. There's so much going on. Yeah, give me that. Put me in my cubicle.
And that's what this grace period is for. It's for you to build yourself up, build your mind up for what's to come, build your faith up, your spirit up. So when all this comes, hey, you don't got nothing to worry about. You've been told, you've seen, you can brace for it.
That's like that line of purpose with my favorite precept, man. Rock 2:1, it said, my son, if thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And that's what that word is for. It's definitely going to prepare you for the time to come. And even when you're actually going through all of the chaos, and when you see something that happens, and this is how I imagine how things are going to be during those times. When you see stuff that happens, you see, like, say, for example, the woman is being ravaged. But the Lord said that was going to happen. The Lord said it was going to happen. And then that's when you're going to start to result back to the Lord, how about the outside, because you built up, And he said, oh, the Lord said it's going to happen. So that means I need to be proven. I need to go ahead and walk away. You got to be like Denzel in the book of Eli. You know, how he was all that, and he said, keep going, just kept walking, because he knew he had to get to a certain place that the Lord told him to go to. And that's how you got to be in those times, man. And that's what this word prepare you for.
Walk by faith, not by sight. So you heard my precept?
No.
So with that being said, we've been edifying. Well, praise the glory too.
Yeah.
Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem,
Kwam Yasharala wa Baba Shalom.
Kwam Yasharala, baby. Hey, stay locked in, man. Yahushua's quickly on the way, baby. Shalom.